It's the Equalizer Soccer Sky Blue FC pregame show. My name is Dan Lauletta. That's Allison Lee. We're at Yurcak Field tonight. It's Sky Blue FC and the Seattle Reign. Allison, Sky Blue comes in. Unfortunately, they're 0-6-1. Only the Seattle Reign in 2013 went longer into a season without a win. That Reign team actually went on to win the Shield in 2014 and 15. But in the short term, how does Sky Blue get out of this losing streak and get a W on the board tonight?
Well, obviously they're going to need to score some goals. They do have a lot of attackers and a lot of attacking depth on their roster. It's just a matter of getting some cohesion, especially between the midfield and their forwards up top. Need some more service and as well some more finishing from the likes of Janine Becky, who arguably had her best performance on Wednesday against the Spirit, putting a number of shots that really put Spirit goalkeeper Aubrey Bledsoe to the test. You also, of course, had Carly Lloyd, who last week's home match finally got on the board with a rocket of a free kick. And you also have Katie Johnson and Savannah McCaskill, both leading the club with 2 goals apiece. So they definitely have the ability to finish. It's just a matter of getting those opportunities created for them to put it into the back of the net.
When they played in Washington on Wednesday, it was 2 teams that really had been struggling, were both really desperate for a win. Did you get any sense that Sky Blue was lackadaisical in that game? Is it starting to get to them, the losing, or are they still playing for each other and it's just a matter of time?
I think the injury woes to their defense was probably their biggest hindrance on Wednesday night. You did have Rebecca Stott, who was listed questionable for the match, who did play a full 90 minutes despite having a right groin injury. Christina Gibbons was also starting on the bench because of an injury as well. She did enter the match in the second half. She's also back in the, off of the injury report for today's game, but Erica Skrosky is on the injury report, listed questionable with a hamstring injury. If you got a weaker back line, that's definitely going to make it much harder, especially against a team with Megan Rapinoe, Jodie Taylor, Naomi Kawasumi, all of whom are known to, create opportunities and finish them for the Reign.
You might be able to tell we're recording this before we've seen starting lineups for the game tonight, but you did mention Megan Rapinoe. 2 summers ago, she was at the Olympics. She probably got rushed there. We were wondering, is this the end of Megan Rapinoe as a big-time player? Since she got a little rest after that and got healthy, she's probably been the best American player we've had, maybe the most unstoppable force in this league. With her and with Kawasumi on the other side, Sky Blue's defensive issues, as you mentioned, with injuries, how do you contain those two?
You just have to make sure that you cut off their opportunities. Kawasumi is known for creating opportunities. Last year, she had multiple games where she had at least 1 assist, if not multiple ones. So if you can put pressure on her, and you have to be careful with putting too much pressure on Rapinoe, because oftentimes that will leave the likes of Allie Long, Jodie Taylor open in front of goal. So you definitely want to be careful with that.
As far as Sky Blue is concerned, defensively, as you mentioned, a little bit of a lack of personnel. Kaylin Sheridan, though, still really been solid in the back.
She definitely has been. She's definitely going to be put to the test once again against the Reign. They have played the Reign here at Yurcak Field for their home opener, and she was able to hold them to just 1 goal, which was a Megan Rapinoe penalty early in the first half. And speaking of goalkeepers, there is a little bit of a lineup change here with Sky Blue's goalkeepers. Caroline Casey, the backup goalkeeper, did pick up a bit of an injury in training, and so Sky Blue is signing ahead of tonight's game Casey Gunyon, their 3rd-string goalkeeper. So Kaylin Sheridan will be starting in net, but you will have a new backup goalkeeper on the bench for Sky Blue.
You always are hoping that backup goalkeeper doesn't wind up getting game action, but exciting for Gunyon to be dressing on the bench, I'm sure, tonight. Attacking-wise, the attack has run through Carly Lloyd, or at least that has been the idea. Is that working out?
I mean, I think it's a matter of who you ask. She is one of the league's leading shot takers, but she does only have 1 goal on the season as a result of it. However, she did get her first goal in a Sky Blue kit not too long ago. And as we saw with other players in the past, once you get the first one, normally it is a lot easier to get the second and the third and so on. And I know that's definitely what Coach Denise Reddy and Carly Lloyd and the rest of Sky Blue are hoping for tonight.
Third and final meeting this season between Sky Blue FC and Seattle Reign FC. Last year, They played a couple of 5-4 games with each team winning on their home turf, so we'll see what happens tonight. Sky Blue FC, Seattle Reign FC. This has been the Equalizer Soccer Sky Blue pregame show. Check us out at equalizersoccer.com. Sky Blue Soccer at the top of the hour on the Go 90 app.